everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you these lemon earrings. I absolutely adore how they turned out. I love how bright and neon and summery they are. I personally am done with all the winter gloom and doom, so I'm very excited to start working on bright colors and fun things. The video coming up in a few days definitely leans into that summer theme as well. I hope you guys like these as much as I do, and don't forget to click subscribe to see all my future videos as well.
So we're going to begin by just drawing out a template. And so this lemon itself, both the half slice and the full circle, can be done with the same template. Draw a circle best you can. You can trace something if drawing a circle isn't something that you're comfortable with just off the bat. Then draw a line cutting in half. Lay your nail form backing over the top of your circle sketch, and then with your brightest yellow acrylic you have, sculpt a circle. For the first one, just sculpt the whole circle, pat it out, make sure it's as close to that original circle shape as you can get it so that your two earrings are about the same size. Then to do your half circle, repeat the process. Try to use approximately half the amount of acrylic that you used for the first one. So if you used 2 beads of acrylic for the first circle, use only 1 for the second. Pat it so that it stays, again, about as close to the size of your template as you can. And then once you have both of those done, you're happy with their shape, you're happy with how smooth they are. The second one, the half, I decided wasn't quite as flat on top as I'd like it. I'm going to grab another bead of acrylic, this time clear. Then I dipped it into yellow glitter, and I'm going to sculpt as close to the inside, like an interior circle shape, leaving a gap around the edge. This is a little bit tricky just because I'm not using a pre-mixed glitter acrylic. If you wanted to make it easy on yourself, I would do that for this. And to get the acrylic to be a nice smooth consistency with even glitter coverage going across, it's just a little bit more particular when you're doing it with the dipping your bead of acrylic into glitter technique. It does work. It's just a little bit more of a process. So after I've done that for my full circle, same thing I'm going to repeat for the half circle. When you do repeat for the half circle, you're only going to leave that gap around the curved edge of your half circle. So the straight edge, you want to bring that glitter all the way to the edge. If your glitter isn't perfect, that is a-okay. Don't sweat it because we're going to file it. Take a file and set it on top of the yellow acrylic in the background and just file around the edge of the glitter. Don't file the edge of the yellow, just the edge of the glitter. Get a nice, straight, crisp line around that edge of the glitter, because then you're going to take white acrylic and you're going to just sort of prop it up against that glitter edge and press it around. If you have never done any kind of reverse French technique, so that's where you sculpt a nail bed first and then you sculpt a French, I would recommend maybe trying to do a couple of those first, even just on practice tips, because it's a very similar technique to what we're doing here. And if that is a completely foreign concept to you, definitely start there and then come back to something like this. And if you have any questions on that technique, I do have a whole class on working with acrylic, a live class that I did. It's completely free, and it's available anytime on my channel. I'll put a link to it in the description box below. So if you are new to acrylic or new to that 3D building up of color and layers concept, definitely check that out first. Otherwise, we're just going to push that white all the way around in a nice circle around the glitter. And then you're going to take your original yellow color and you're going to fill in the gap between the white and the edge of the yellow circle. So you've got a second layer over the top of the entire thing at this point. That second coat of yellow, this area right here, you don't have to get a thick edge on the side of your lemon slice. You can slope it down so it's a bit softer looking if you want. That's kind of an up to you sort of a situation. If you want it to be that, like straight level across all the way, hard edge, you certainly can. I didn't feel like that was necessary. And then I'm going to take my hand file again, just gently file the top of it, file around the edge, make sure it's all smooth. It might not be smooth, so you might have to do more filing than I did. Take a Sharpie. I'm just using a red one because it's what I have next to me, and you're going to mark holes where you're going to put your little jump rings. Those are the little loops that are going to connect your earrings together so that they hang down. I'm going to on both of these. I don't know why I just did one circle to start with on my earring my part that's the half lemon, but you're going to need a hole on both north and south poles of your lemon slices. And so after you have the first part of the hole made with a bigger bit on the back side, you're going to mark a hole again so you can see through the clear and gold glitter, and then you're going to do the hole on the front side. That just helps so that you don't get too big of a hole on the front of the earring. With white acrylic paint, you're going to do the little separating of the sections, the segments of the lemon. I'm going to start by making an X and then separating my X into another one so that we have 8 different little lemon sections. Make a little bit bigger of a spot in the middle, a little bigger circle, and then take that white paint and you're just going to flare it out so that the lines aren't as sharp and crisp. It's not like 90-degree angles everywhere the lines touch. It's a little softer all the way around. So do that both at the inner circle and at the outer edge of where the white lines touch the white acrylic. Do the same thing for your lemon half. Then I'm going to take some jewelry gel and I'm going to place that right in the center of my lemon, apply some matte gel top coat over the rest of the lemon, grab a white crystal, kind of a really pretty pearly crystal. I'm going to place that right in the center. It'll just add a bit of sparkle and glam to the very middle of this earring. Same thing for the bigger lemon circle, a little bit of jewelry gel, some matte top coat. And then on the back of the earrings, I'm going to do some glossy top coat to make that part shiny. I like to do a mix of shiny and glossy, and with the little crystal in the middle, it really makes it so that that crystal shows off if it's matte around it. And I love matte glitter, so there we go. With a piece of gold wire, I'm going to put a gold bead right down in the middle. I'm going to make a loop with it, and then I'm going to twist that so that it is holding that bead in place. Use a couple different pliers to help me with that. These are jewelry pliers. And then I'm going to open up one side of that wire because we've got the two ends, and I'm going to add on a yellow bead. Now I'm going to take the second end, and I found that my twist wasn't quite tight enough because I already made the second one. So I'm going to compare them to the other one to make sure that they're about the same. And then I'm going to slide that yellow teardrop bead over the top of one wire. That wire that has the lemon teardrop bead on it, I'm going to bend into a little circle. And then I'm going to take I'm going to cut it off so there isn't much of an end on that anymore. Then the part that's hanging off to the side, the little wire that's kind of just off in no man's land right now, I'm going to grab that and I'm going to pull it up. And I'm going to twist it around that little base. So around the circle that's at the top of the bead, there's a little end from that piece of wire. You're going to cover it up with this end from this piece of wire. And if you need to use your pliers to kind of pinch and get everything nice and tucked down so there's no sharp spots, definitely go ahead and do that. Once you're pretty close to getting it all the way wrapped around, you may want to cut off extra wire depending on how long your original piece was. Otherwise, you can go ahead and assemble your earrings. The hoops that I'm using to do that are going to actually attach the earring to my ear just fit right through that top hole in the half lemon slice. And I'm going to grab a gold jump ring and I'm going to slide it through the hole in my half lemon slice on the opposite side from the earring base. And then I'm going to close that. These lemons, because they are a little bit thick and because the holes aren't right at the edge, my jump rings just barely fit. So depending on your situation, you may want to just measure them first. I didn't do that and I figured it would work out one way or another, which it did. But it was snug. It was a tight fit. So I'm going to add the rows of jump rings onto put the jump rings through each of my holes in my lemon slices. On the last one, I'm going to add that little dangly, crystal-y piece onto the bottom. And then I'm going to take a third one to connect the two lemon slices together. So it's not... There we go. You do need to do that anyway. So there needs to be a third. Otherwise, if you just do like ring to ring, your lemons will hang crooked. So then you need to have 3 to hang straight. Otherwise, that's it. Putting them together, that last little bit is really quick and easy. I absolutely adore these. I think they're so cute. And I think that little teardrop yellow looks almost like a drip of lemon juice. These I'm going to wear all summer. I hope you guys like them as much as I do. And if you're interested in having a pair commissioned for you, you can definitely reach out to me. I can put my email address in the description box below, and I will see you all next time. Bye.